Welcome to our channel, everyone. I hope everybody's doing great and keeping safe. Last week, I put out a video regarding the mechanical HVAC industry in Canada. And after that video went online, a lot of people reached out to me working in the trades in the different parts of the world. And they started asking questions how they can come to Canada. So in today's video, we're going to answer those questions. It's going to be basically regarding the trades people across the globe who want to come to Canada. So stay tuned. Alright, so let's start. The first thing we need to know is who are the people who will be able to apply in this program and the people who are working in the trades. And there is a categorization of the trades based on their major and the minor groups. And you can find that information under the NOC website for Canada. So the first one is Major Group 72. That includes people working in the industrial, electrical, and construction trade. Then Major Group 73, Maintenance and Equipment Operation Trades. Major Group 82, Supervisors and Technical Jobs in Natural Resource, Agriculture, and Related Products. Then Major Group 92 is Processing, Manufacturing, and Utility Supervisors, and it also includes the Central Control Operators. Then there are two minor groups, 632 for Chefs and Cooks. The last one, Minor Group 633 for Butchers and Bakers. So if you have experience in any of these fields, you'll be able to apply under the skilled trade category. So that was all about the people who are going to be able to apply under this program. And then there are 4 different ways you can get into Canada if you are in the trades business. If you are working with your hands, be it mechanical, electrical, plumbing, butchers, bakers, supervisors, control engineers, control technicians, you'll be able to apply under this program. The first one, if you are just starting and you do not have a lot of experience and you do not have a lot of studies under your belt, which will be able to make you eligible for other programs, the very first and easiest thing you can do, you can come to Canada as a student in trades program. There almost all good colleges would have programs for plumbing, electricians, bakers, I would say HVAC, refrigeration, all of those sorts. I know that there are 2 good colleges here in Ontario, closer to Toronto area, George Brown, Humber, Centennial, and many other colleges which are a little bit smaller, but they only focus on trades programs as well. So you can get admission in a 2-year program for trades. When you come here, after you're done, you will have your license to work in that trade. It'll be easier for you to find a job as well. Keep in mind that that college, whichever you choose, need to be listed as a DLI, Designated Learning Institute. Otherwise, after your studies are complete, you would not be able to get a work permit. So that was the first step. The easiest one, come study, get your work permit, get into the job market, and after that apply for your permanent residency once you fulfill the other conditions. The second one is the Federal Skilled Trades Program. This is a bigger program on the Canadian federal level. So all the provinces, all the federal government, they participate in that because Canada obviously is growing at a very, very high speed and they need people working in the trades, and trades are really high paying jobs which you can enjoy throughout your career. So if you want to come to Canada under the Federal Skilled Trade Program, you need to fulfill the minimum requirements of this program. The first one is language. So because when you're working with your hands and you're mostly working on construction environments or people's homes in their basements or HVAC equipment, plumbing, or all of those sorts of things, you do not need a really high score in your language ability. So the minimum cutoff is speaking and listening CLB 5, and for reading and writing is CLB 4, which is really low. So for CLB 5, IELTS equivalency is speaking and listening 5 each, and for reading 3.5 and writing 4.0. So if you even spend about 1 month with a good IELTS teacher or a good IELTS school, this is not a difficult task to complete. So you can very easily get these scores. The second one is education. It's a great thing that there is really no education requirement for the Federal Skilled Trade Program. But if you have education, you may have a degree or a certification course that is going to give you extra points. And since the application is going to go under the express entry file or the express entry pool, and which is a point-based system, so having more points is going to give you more chances to come to Canada. Then let's speak about your work experience. So if you want to apply into the federal skilled trade program, you need to have minimum of 2 years of relevant experience, relevant full-time experience in the last 5 years. That experience needs to be paid full-time, and you cannot be working as a apprentice or in a co-op fashion. So you have to be employed, you have to be paid for that. Then the NOC codes. The NOC codes depends upon those. In the beginning of the video, I showed you all the major groups and the minor groups. Your NOC codes needs to be one of those to be eligible for this program. Jobs. The good thing is that in federal skilled trade program, they say that it's going to be better for you if you have a job with a Canadian employer, could be a full-time, which has to be actually a full-time job for a minimum of 1 year. So when an employer gives you a job offer in an LMIA, it needs to say that I'm hiring this person full-time for a minimum of 1 year, and there should not be any end date for that. The second thing, if you do not have a job, there is a beautiful thing the Canada country has made for the skilled trades program, which is an equivalency of the trades experience in Canada, which is called a certificate of qualification. So long story short, what happens is that in Canada there are 10 provinces, and every province have their own governing bodies for the trades. So those governing bodies need to assess your experience and your education from whichever country you are, and then they're going to give you an equivalency and a certificate of qualification. For example, if you work as a plumber in say Saudi Arabia for 4 years, what you need is that you need to put all of that experience in a piece of paper, your resume. Wherever you have worked, your supervisors or your managers need to write down what your job qualifications were, what your job duties were. They need to match with the NOC category of that job, and that assessment file goes to the respective authorities. They will look at the job, whatever you have done, whatever paperwork you have submitted, and they're going to assess it, and they say that, yeah, this person has enough experience to work as a plumber in Canada or that specific province, maybe Alberta. So once you get that qualification or certificate of qualification, you do not need to have a job offer to be eligible for the federal skilled trade. Once you get it, you're going to be able to apply for your application. So the next one is proof of funds. Proof of funds is basically the Canadian government wants you to have a specific amount of money before you come to Canada, so you have enough to sustain yourself for the first few months when you're here. If you do not have a job, you need to have a little bit of money. You can pay for your rents, your expenses for food and everything. But in case if an employer gives you a job offer and an LMIA, then you're not going to need the proof of funds. So if basically the two examples are, if you're coming to Canada under the federal skilled program, you have all the experience, you have your language skills, and you are able to get a certification of qualification from the provincial authorities, then you're going to need the proof of funds, which is on your screen. You're going to be able to see a list of how much money you need if you're coming by yourself or you have other members in your family which are coming with you through this program. But in case if you have a job offer and an LMIA, then you do not need the proof of funds, because the Canadian government can see that there is a job offer for you. When you come here, you're going to be able to earn that money for yourself. So with your language, your education, your work experience, your NOC codes, your job or your certificate of qualification and proof of funds, if you have everything in line, you're going to be able to apply under the federal skills program. And if you have enough points, which is going to be different cutoffs every now and then based on how many people are applying into this category, you're going to be able to get an invitation to apply for your permanent residency. Easy program. The only two tricky things is getting your qualification, certification of qualification, or getting a job offer from a Canadian employer. Now, this was all about the federal program. Every province have their own requirements for the skilled trade people as well. So they have their own nomination programs as well. So for example, if you apply to get your federal skilled trade PR under the express entry, but you do not have enough points, but a province sees your profile and they see that, yeah, I need this person in my province. For example, if you are maybe an HVAC technician, so you work on heating equipment or cooling equipment, and you have enough experience to do the job properly. So they are going to set up employers. The province has employers in their provinces which are looking for people like you, and they are going to match up with one of the employers. As soon as the employer sees that this person is eligible to get a job here in that specific province, the province is going to start the nomination process for you, and it's your responsibility to go get a certification of qualification from that province. So it's a different process for different provinces. Some want you to have a job with an employer beforehand, some do not want that. So if you are not sure of which province needs a job offer, which doesn't, you can always reach out to a good immigration consultant, and they are going to be more than happy to help you out. You can reach out to me through the comment section down below, or through Facebook or Instagram. I'll be more than happy to help you out as well. But different provinces have different requirements, and based on your profile, your experience, your work education, we are going to be able to figure out which province is going to be best suited for you, or we will be able to apply for your program under the federal skilled trades category. So those are the two big programs, plus the study visa that can help you get into Canada. There are certain situations which are going to come where you do not have enough point for either the federal skilled program or for your provincial nomination, and maybe you're too old to go to study as well. For those people, the only possible option left is to get a work permit. All right, so you can directly apply for a job offer, or you can directly apply for getting a certification of qualification. Once you have either or, we can apply for a work permit for you. You are not going to be able to apply directly for a permanent residency, but we can apply for a work permit for you. Once you get your work permit, you can come to Canada, gain experience, and through that experience, we can figure out another ways of applying for maybe a provincial nomination, or maybe another program wherein we can get you permanent residency after you come to Canada. All right, so to summarize all of this, you can come here as a student, you can come here as a worker, and then work your way through the program to get your permanent residency. Or if you have enough points, you can come through as a federal skilled program or the provincial nomination programs, which will give you the permanent residency beforehand. All right, so every case is going to be different, every situation is going to be different, everybody has different experiences, different educations, and different trade skills, I might say. So to understand that which option is going to be the best for you, reach out, comment section down below, or reach out to me on Facebook or Instagram. Links are in the description section, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. That is all for today. If you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, because I'm going to bring out more information like this, which is going to help you make your dream to come to Canada successful. Thank you very much for watching, and stay safe, please.